messed up. Probably shrink that down in size. There we go. That should cover what we need. Get some lighting here. Fix my height. Increase the exposure a little bit. Make sure my skin's not too blasting white. What about the palms of my hands? Alright, we'll probably only be seeing the palms of my hands, so that should be okay. Oof, still super bright. But alas, it is hot out today, so I'm not going to be wearing my gloves. Alright, I think that is good. Let's go make our announcements. I could probably raise the camera height just a little bit. There we go. Make that like sit on top. Hello, Breach! Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Came in pretty early. The music is a bit louder than you. Okay, let me fix that. There we go. And I could probably bring this in closer and bring my mic volume up a little bit. Let's see here. How about that? Is that better? That's good? Perfect. And I know there's a bit of a delay, so if I end up being too loud, please let me know. Yep. I forgot my paper. How are you? This boy looks great. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I have been doing okay. I've been pretty stressed lately. It's starting to get hot out. Like, really, really hot out. So I haven't been doing a great job at being able to keep my streaming schedule as per usual. So, you know, it might be a short stream today. They do have the pile driver hammering away, because of course they do. But, you know, we're gonna do everything that we can, because I do really want to finish this. This mini is important to me, despite the challenges that it brings me. So, but how are you today, Breach? Are you doing good? I hope you're doing well. Oh geez, it looks like some of the paper got messed up. I'll have to redo that. I'm good. Got more sleep last night than I have in the last week, so that's nice. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Sleep is important. Let's see. Of course my thumb is in the way. Let's see here. See if I need to change the focus. Is the focus okay? I mean, the focus could probably be a little... There we go. Oh, what if I made all these little rainbows? Oh, that could be really cute. Maybe like all of them were like little... What if they were all different pride flags? Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Oh, that could be really cool. Me and Sleep don't usually get along. That's fair. I can understand that. Yeah, Ganon. That's right. Underside of that. I don't know why I never thought of making all of those pride flags. Silly me. I should probably get some eyes going on in here. Oh, no, first I need to fix the first thing that I had kind of that was weird. I need to go into here. Yeah, so these two images. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah, open both of those. Nope, don't cover anything. Oh my god, that is way too large. Let's see here. We don't need anything that large. That can be minimized, covering up everything. Yeah, the sword itself is the modern pride flag. So we've got the black and brown, you know, on the hilt. And then for the trans flag colors in it, we've got the white, the pink, and the blue. And then the flames is the 6-color rainbow. Which, speaking of which, I need to make this red brighter. It's a bit of a dull red that I've used. Oh. There. Oh my gosh, come on. Because like we're painting this for pride, you know. I wanna give my support. This mini is gonna be raffled off. Oh, thank you. So your any donations that you make towards the Trevor Project using the link that I have can buy you tickets. It's $25 a ticket, or if you donate $100, you get 1 ticket free. Basically get a $5 discount on each ticket. It's a good cause. Hey, Daniel! I'm doing good. Lovely to see you. I'm doing much better today, as I'm not having any exuberant errors on my stream. I don't know what that was about, but it's doing better, so I'm happy. You know, as long as the stream's working. The hammer seems to have decided to give me a break to allow me to stream adequately, which is nice. I could probably actually open up the window, but I've got a fan on me right now, so that's nice. How are you doing today, bud? Alright, so I've got... Oh, come on. There we go. That's much better. Thanks for coming along by. I'll be honest, I've been in a little bit of a rut lately, so I'm trying to pull myself out of it. Not 100%, so I'm just resting in bed. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. It's been a really rough week for me this last week. No, it's all good. I mean, you know, things come and go, right? You just gotta do what you can, power through it, you know. It's, some days you just gotta have your rest in bed all day day, you know? I got to go out for a little adventure yesterday, which is something I haven't done in over a year. You know, I've been really restraining on, you know, how much and where I go this last year, but you know, I've got my shot. You know, I've got a good amount of protection against a ye old COVID. So I'm, you know, loosening up my my self restraints. Seems like a nice space to chill out. You know, I really try. Like I was saying, last week was not so chill. I was very stressed out last week, actually. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this shade of gold. You know what I should do? I should really figure out what I want to do for the eyes. Should I do like bright green emerald eyes? You know, something to clash with the purple, make it pop out a bit. I think I might give that a shot. You're a bit away still, yeah. No, it's definitely, you know, Canada has been slightly criticized for our method right now, because our approach has been to get as many people shot with the first shot rather than get people with full immunity. But it's been working, right? Like, we went from 1,000 new cases a day just in my province alone to only 68 cases a day now. So like it's a huge like downslope right now in new cases, which is fantastic. Because I tell you, it's definitely not our self-control that is fixing it. We have failed the famous marshmallow test. Oh. There we go. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. That's exactly what we were doing as well. You know, you get triaged based on how old you are, and then you know what? I should. Why did I do that one? No. You know what? I want to go with Bright. Let's go with Bright so we can. So we started in. Was it April? I think April is when we started our vaccinations, and I wasn't eligible until June. There we go. Get some. Get some eyes on there so it can show a little bit more, you know, character to it. I feel like there's already so much gold, I should probably make this like a green rather than something else. So we're gonna go with a heavy black green on that. I really liked what Goober did. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I really like what Goobertown Hobbies did. Maybe I should do what he did. I'm gonna steal from Brent. Sorry, Brent, I'm stealing your idea. Let's go there. And go with this. Actually, no. Maybe I'll start from the front and I'll go back. Alright. Whoops. Smacking everything around. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. You were so hard done by. You were so sad. You're fine. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize. Ha! Oh jeez. I didn't have my backlight on. That's embarrassing. Hello, my Lule. Oh, and the Limiches. Hello, hello. Everyone's jumping in on the YouTube. I think this is the most traffic my YouTube channel has ever had. Yeah. Yeah, so right now, so we got the nice little rainbow sword, and I'm using the modern pride flag that has the additional colors of black, brown, white, pink, and blue. Makes sense. Yeah, Twitch is awful at the moment. Oh, okay, so Twitch in general is terrible. Okay. Well, what I can say, luckily, is that my stream so far today has been super stable, so I'm happy to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that it's broken, though. Let's see here. I still feel like I'm not quite in focus. Let's fix this. Do I have to keep going, like, even... No, that's too far in. Because I feel like this is more focused than this. Okay. It's like a real struggle getting that exact bit. There we go. I think this is probably as focused as I'm going to be able to. Oh, is Twitch generally having an issue? Oh, is it my stream that's having an issue with it? Jeez. Okay. Well, I didn't see anyone else in chat, so I didn't know you had it going on YouTube as well. I do, yeah. So you were responding to other people earlier. I thought my chat was busted. No. Yeah, I'm streaming simultaneously Breach in YouTube and Twitch. If you use the command !YouTube, you'll get a link to the YouTube page. So let's see here. I like this red, but I keep expecting it to be brighter than it actually is. Whoops. All the lights. Okay, so that's my heavy red. I guess I could, like, mix this one with it. This is a super orangey red, though. Tell me I have a better red than this. I do! Why am I not using this? Oh my god. Okay. Well, my head is made of the poo-poo. Let's fix that up. Oh my goodness, Ganon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Ganon. That's a very orange red. Yeah, we're just gonna mix it in with my other red. So we've got ourselves a bold pyrrole red from the folks over at Procryl. But this is a very bright red. So I'm just going to mix that in with my previous red, because I really want this to be super bright. And that's much better. Because we don't want a dark red. We want bold, happy colors. Which, we all know, I kind of struggle with. I'm usually pretty doom and gloom, grim dark with my color schemes. At least when I mean, it's a side effect of me painting scary things all the time. Oh, sadness, Ganon, sadness. I didn't know, I just joined. No, you're fine, stream is great. I was just unaware. Oh yeah, no worries. I just wanted to let you know if you wanted to join in with the other people. I don't know, you guys can figure out where you want to hang out. Tell me about the donations. I can't do it at the moment, but sometime in the future, probably again. Yeah, so, Elimages, I'm raffling this guy off. Well, not this guy, this person. Because this is a non-binary. I keep getting mixed up because, like, it's... You know, the model is supposed to be blah, 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 but my whole thing is like, no, screw that. But yeah, so $25 a ticket. Tickets are going to be available till the end of the month when the raffle is. So if you go over into Tiltify, using the link that I have on the Twitch page, you can go and make donations to the Trevor Project. $25 gets you a ticket. And if you donate $100, you get 1 ticket for free. So you get 4 tickets plus 1 free ticket. And if anyone has any questions, please do let me know. At the moment, there's only 1 ticket that's been bought. So chances of winning it is pretty good right now. Just saying. Just nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Obviously, we're all in different situations at the moment right now. So obviously, there's no actual pressure. I'm going to be making donations myself at the end of the month, not towards getting raffle tickets, just in general. Because why would I do a fundraiser if I'm not going to make donations myself? I will be making donations through my workplace, though, because they match whatever I donate. So, get my... if I pay $5, $10 gets donated in total. So, yeah. So, like if you happen to have something like that at your own workplace, for those who have companies that do charity matching, if you can send me a receipt, I can count it as an extra ticket. I'm more interested in the sum of money that goes towards the Trevor Project rather than what outlet is used. And obviously you can also donate directly to the Trevor Project if you just want to do it that way and just be extra certain that it's going to the right association. Trevor Project does send receipts too, so you can do that. Hey, Geeky Taniki! Lovely to see you. Long time no see. How's the fam? I hope everything's doing well with you. Right now, we're just painting up a mini for Pride Month. While, raising money for charity. Haha, thank you. Yeah. Trying to make it look fabulous. It's a really cool model. Super high detail. It's a little intimidating. Yes, long time no see. So I'm working at our house a lot, painting my Reaper, King and Queen of Hell today. How about yourself? I'm doing well. Hey there, Stare Chicken. Loves me some rowboat. It is a BA model. BA? What does BA mean? But yeah, so what I'm doing right now... Oh, badass. Yeah, I thought it would be a really cool model to do for Pride Month. So what's going on right now is if you go to fabulousmarines.com, you're going to find a series of different streamers who are all raising money towards charity for the Trevor Project. So for those who don't know, the Trevor Project is a... they are a non-profit organization that aims towards acting as a crisis center, or not acting as, but they are a crisis center for LGBT Q plus youth, so that, you know, basically their goal is to minimize suicide rates within the LGBTQ youth demographic, because for those who are adults, we've all heard about someone who's, you know, whether it was on the news or a friend or within our own communities, someone who ended up taking their own life due to not being, you know, feeling like they aren't accepted, or of many different reasons. Bullying happens a lot of the time as a result of bullying. So they're a phenomenal organization, which is why I wanted to go gung-ho on this. I wanted to get what I thought was a really BA model, as you put it. I love that. And wanted to try and make something that I could raffle off at the end of the month. So I'm not going to keep this model. This is, you know, an incentive for you folks out there to, you know, donate money, really, towards a remarkable foundation. I mean, what you end up doing with the model, if you want to strip it and repaint it, fine by me. You know, raffle tickets are $25. The model itself is like a $60 model, which is, personally, if you ask me, a little high. But yeah. It is a worthy cause, yeah. My best friend is gay, you know. Like my group of friends were all very accepting groups, so, you know, it's something close and personal. I myself have never really dealt with that level of bullying, although I've, you know, only identified as non-binary for the last year, I think, and, you know, so I haven't really experienced any of that. Hey, Mellow Miniatures, lovely to see you. My friend got this model and converted it into a demon prince. Oh my gosh, that would be super cool. You're very good to do this fundraiser. Fair play. Yeah. Oh man, so actually it's funny that you mention converting it into a demon prince. I have the old school metal demon prince model, and they are the exact same size. Like, two on the nose, they are the same size. It's really cool. And I'm doing well, Jack. I was a bit worried that my stream was going to operate on elastic bands and sadness today, because that's kind of how my last stream went. But, you know, it's all right. I've got the fan going on me right now, so it's not too hot in the office. And I'm stealing an idea right now, you know, wholesale. I was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do the wreath as. But Brent over at Goobertown Hobbies, I was hanging out with him in his stream a while back, a couple days ago, and he never streams. He's partaking in this charity as well, in this fundraiser. And let's see, what's the next color? Next color is yellow. Clearing my throat so much. Anyways, Brent decided to go with a rainbow wreath, and I was like, oh man, that's really cool. And I was like, I think I might steal that. You know, so maybe I need like tea. Might just be too dusty in the room. Let's see here. This is a bit of a bolder yellow. Doing your bit for charity. Glad to know you're safe and sound. I promise to get back to a regular soon. Hey, no worries, Jack. You're fine. Attendance is never mandatory here. You should know that. Double mellow. Yeah, I really liked doing charity work for WAVA. You know, just trying to see if I can, I don't know, use this platform for some kind of force of good. You know, you don't have to raise a lot of money, just try and do something. I mean, with the WAVA charity, we actually did raise quite a bit of money. I was thoroughly shocked that we went over 300. So, yeah, it's not too late to do it again. Oh, what's this? Alinmaches has donated $25. Work! Dang it! Alright, so I'm going to go open up my spreadsheet right now for Alinmaches. Cough, cough! Asexual. Well, geez, phone. What's going on here? Oh, one of my best friends is a a sequel, asexual and a lesbian. And she had the unfortunate luck of being born into a Mormon family. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully, she has been able to, you know, get some kind of support, whether it's through friends. Yeah, it took 4 tries. Well, nonetheless, Alin, I'm so happy that you were willing to make that donation there. Right now, I am just still pulling up the document. Come on. There we go. Because I am doing it as we go. Let's see here. So, where is that sheet? Nope, 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 nope. That's not it. Nope, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Raffle tickets. Here we go. She's nearly done with college, and we've been helping her find a job after she graduates. Well, that's awesome. All right. Alin, ticket number. You got 1 ticket. Perfect. And then close that up. Busy, busy, busy. But I'm well, I think. I mean, yeah, you know, you gotta, you know, as long as you hope that you're doing well. And Gel Tip, nice to see you, Gel Tip. I don't know if I've seen you around here before. Consider this a warm welcome. Mellow Miniatures, me too. But today, I said, you know what? Today is a hobby day. Yeah, you gotta do that self-care, you know. Self-care is important. We got another donation! Steven has donated $25. Thank you for all the work you do, Steve. I will give me 1 second here. And that's Stare Chicken, right? Let's see if I can pull this up again. Drive. And we're gonna go to that one. There we go. Alright, nope. We're gonna go here. That alert is super quiet. I should probably increase the sound of it. Ah, come on. Work, darn you. No, that's not the account that I want to do. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? You know, you would think that because I work in... Why is it using Bing? Are you serious? Hold on. Did Firefox change my search engine to Bing? No, it didn't. Thank goodness. I was like, unacceptable. Jeez. Alright. So. Is that an obliterator in the background? These guys right here, right? Yeah. I have been working on my Chaos Space Marines in my downtime. So I've got 2 obliterators here, and I've also gone and recently ordered some mutilators, which is exciting. Hey Shay, how are you? How are you? Let's see here. Raffle tickets. There we go. Kill it. Unacceptable. Kill Bing. Absolutely. I am not a big fan. Took me a few tries, but I managed to get that donation through. Why is it giving people a hard time? Steven. Stare chicken. There we go. Alright, maybe I'm not going to close it all the way. Maybe I'll just minimize it this time. Hello, Ganon! You rascally rabbit. Alright, so we're going to go here, and we're just going to keep... Oh my goodness, Ganon, you were so sad. You were so sad. Alright, so we've got that. And yellow lip paint loves the lift. Had to go, credit card PayPal was messing it up because PayPal is an idiot. PayPal can be an idiot. Yeah, so Steven, for the mutilators, I hear nothing but sad stories about fine cast models. I've personally yet to have the horrid fine cast experience that others have had. But, you know, I think doing mutilators, it should be fine. Especially since they're so mutated, like, if there's any mess-ups, I could just call it, you know, part of it. Still hesitating about colors on the snake. Well, think about what kind of snake do you want? Do you want it to be, like, a poisonous snake? Do you want it to be a... Like, what kind of snake do you want it to be, Shay? I'm good painting the day away. Kids are playing nicely for the moment. Always just for the moment. Send me some. Send me some what? Gel tip? Send me some fine cast? Nice. Unacceptable conditions. Fine cast. Yeah, so here, I'll show you the fine cast model I did. Give me a second. I'll just keep yellowing this up here. Hey, no, stop it. No, don't scream at me, kitties. Don't scream at me. No. You're fine. Cut it out. No, kitties, bye. Goodbye, kitties. Yeah, so this is the fine cast model that I had here, Gel Tip. I will say the only thing that I had any troubles with, actually, both of you, out of here, was that there were some hidden supports in here that I did not see that I had to remove later. And they're a little difficult to pull out, but like those were the only ones I had any issues with. Now, I don't know if just maybe the Demon Prince of Nurgle is like a really good fine cast model. I have no idea. That's my only exposure I've had. A better performer for a character. Yeah, maybe. One metal model, and I'm scared of unpacking it. It's a Reaper something. Metal models can be really tricky to assemble. I personally usually go with like using epoxies to glue things together rather than like super glue. Super glue just isn't strong enough. I find like a 2-part epoxy is like your best friend with those metal models. Mylule, do the rainbow snake, yeah! Right, unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to leave. Alright, hey, no worries, Jack. It was lovely to see you while you came by. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Wait, is Finecast not metal? Do I have it wrong? No, Finecast is resin. And that is just the name that Games Workshop gives their resin miniatures. Do an Arbok. Yes! That would be so awesome. I'm just realizing, is this guy not actually glued down? Oh, no, he's lifting. Okay, I'll have to re-glue him. A lot of my boxes of swooping hawks and striking scorps had a lot of bent pieces, and it was a chore to get them back together without breaking. Yeah, I have heard of some bad warping. Although, like, that's kind of... Like, GW is not the only one that kind of faces challenges with warping. I've had 3D printed minis warp on me that I've ordered online. And, like, when it's a 3D print, like, it printed out correctly. It's just, due to drastic temperature changes, they can warp. It's just kind of a resin thing. It's unfortunate. A lot of boxes... Oh, wait, no. It's an experiment of rainbow... experiment, and rainbow allows usage of all chakra types and elements. Myolite, did you at yourself? But one DA character, God and Finecast, was pretty good. Yeah. 3D printed resins is so bad for warping. I mean, it depends on which type of resin you use. Yeah. No, I've the Tarask mini I had warped really badly on me so I had to do a lot of like filing because of how thick it was. I couldn't just like boil it in water, which was unfortunate. But, life goes on. I just have to accept it for what it is. Alright, so the next one I think is green. You love the metal minis. Nice. Here. I'll show you something I'm really excited to paint. No screaming at me. No kitties. You're fine. No more screaming. No. Hey, it's okay. Gosh, kitties. So, unfortunately, I had dropped this, so I need to reattach this arm. But this is a metal model that I'm super looking forward to. This was available when I first started getting into Warhammer 10 years ago. But I never really picked up for myself. I should just clean this out right now. So I saw it on eBay, and I was like, it was for a reasonable price. So I went and picked it up. Took a lot of stripping to get everything off. I ended up having to soak everything just in pure alcohol. But, that is okay. I consider it worth it. Come on, you. So yeah, I just need to re-glue this in and everything should be fine. Again, I dropped it. So that's my only challenge with metal models is... and I'm glad it happened before I started painting it. It's like, man, you drop a metal model and just the paint job just gets destroyed. But luckily it was only primed, so... Oh, you use Pine Sol. Nice. I know exactly what Pine Sol is. That was my parents' cleaner of choice. Before, so funny enough, Gel Tip, when I was stripping it, I had used... If I goof strip, I start over. Strip and start over, yeah. I was using Simple Green, which has worked on everything for me in the past. And it couldn't take off the primer that they used. They had loaded on primer. It was a 0.5 millimeter thick, so a lot of details got filled out, which was tragic for me. So I had to find something else. So I ended up going with just pure alcohol, and that managed to get it off, which is nice. I use La Awesome. I've heard good things about La Awesome. I have heard good things about it. I usually like Simple Green because it's more plant based and it's not toxic. So I don't have to worry about like if I go and I pour it down the drain because it's designed to be like an environmentally eco-friendly cleaner, but it just wasn't working. It did not work. Like it had defeated it. So I'm wondering if there's just some limitations on what it can strip, which is fine. I love this bright green. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So I had to do a lot of research when I was doing it. Hi! In terms of like what is good for plastic minis, and people found that Simple Green works like it's relatively safe for plastic models. It won't melt them. So I use it in combination with a ultrasonic cleaner to just get the absolute most that I can out of the strip job. Hey, and Trouble! Lovely to see you! Yeah, no, I have been kind of MIA for um, like half of my scheduled stream time. Um, I've just been experiencing like technical issues, a little bit of um, insecurity. Kitty, you're okay. Here, guys, my apologies. Thank you for your patience. Give me 1 second. Shiro Senpai needs more stuff. I'm going to be right back. I need to feed my cats. They're getting anxious right now. And when the one gets anxious, she hurts herself. So I actually kind of need to deal with it. So my apologies. I'm just going to put it on the wait screen. I'll be right back. Enjoy some tunage. Okay? And back. So nice and short. And turn that music down. There we go. I used La Awesome on plastics and didn't see any loss of detail. Took the primer and everything right off. Oh, nice. It might just be like how much time you expose it to. Because like if you can, like sometimes, you know, with a metal model you can usually just like leave it in overnight and like everything's fine. But if you get too used to that and you do plastic models, it can be real bad. But hey, Shiro, how are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. I haven't been doing shoutouts for anyone. Oh my gosh. Like, here, give me a second. I'm sorry. Ah, heck. Let's do some shoutouts here. So we need to do a shoutout for N-Trouble. N-Trouble is just a lovely, jolly lady. You should definitely go hang out with her and her stream. Whenever she does painting, it's usually either some awesome Reaper models, typically for her daughter's D&D game. Super cool person. And there's Shiro Senpai over in Quebec, lovely fellow Canadian streamer. And let's see here. Am I missing anybody else? I think that's it. Hey, no worries. You know, I just want to make sure everyone gets credit for like the cool stuff that they do. And I do things and stuff. Yeah. All right. But yeah, in case anyone's missed it, I'm right now just doing a charity stream for the Trevor Project. If you donate $25 or more, you get a raffle ticket for this model. I'm raffling this off at the end of the month. Oh. Wait. It's okay. No. Don't run away. Stop it. Hi, yeah. Looking up at me with your big old eyes. There you go. Here. Okay. Bye-bye, kitty. Shout out my Insta. Alright, we can do that here. Floral Images. Oh no, sorry, it's just Images. Gotta go pull up your Insta. There we go. The Florafant. You can go hang out with Images on Instagram over here. Also make poutine. Poutine is delicious. Actually, I have been trying to practice and get better at French. So pardon if I have a terrible accent, but to Shay and Shiro Senpai, salut, comment ça va? Salut, ça va bien? Et toi? Je bien. Ça va. Est-ce que vous voulez voir que j'ai pendant mon dernier stream? Oh, I do not know any of the things that you said there. My French is je français petit. Sorry, je comprends petit français. would be more accurate. But I am learning. That's the gist. Want to see what I did last stream? Oh, okay. You're right, Chris. Your accent leaves something to be desired. But awesome for learning a new language. Oh, no doubt. Sauf d'ailleurs je suis fier de vous. Don't worry, Chris, teach you one house stream. Would you like to see what I did during my last stream? How common is French in Canada? Would signs be in French and English? Well, no, not just in Quebec. Labrador is also French. And some areas of Ontario. But it's mostly just Quebec. All I can say is I do not speak French. But I mean, it's relative. Avoid Quebec. There's some okay people in Quebec, but it's definitely like its own country. It's literally a useless language and doesn't make money. Jeez. Which means say I'm proud of you. Oh, merci, Limiches. And Trudeau just made French the language of Quebec, not bilingualism. Whoa, that I missed. Really? That's like not okay. I mean, jeez. That's really silly. Yeah, so the thing, what Shiro is getting at, so traditionally in the past, Canada was, we're supposed to be a bilingual country. So all of our products and signs are supposed to be listed in both English and French. However, in reality, only our product and packaging is both bilingual, being in French and in English. But, you know, Quebec has been pretty up in arms about that in the past, being that, you know, to an extent that they have a language police. That is not a joke. They have a language police. Everything else in is English. Oh, there's more Chinese in Vancouver than there are French people in Quebec. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't like that. I will just say it. I do not like that. Hey, Mikey, how's it going? Only in Richmond, Shiro. We do have signs in Chinese, but it's really just in Richmond. Because there is a very high Chinese demographic in Richmond. Oh, thank you, the Kilted Viking. I appreciate that. Quebec language cops would have a field day. Yeah, it's the idea that there's language police is, I think, the most messed up thing. So in Quebec, as is, all by law, even before this bill passed that Shira was talking about, all job interviews had to be in French. Oh, thank you, Shay. Yeah. That's a little messed up. Oh. The people with massive amounts of money that have more disposable will buy where there's parking. Oh, Mikey already knows about the donations. Let's see here. I don't think there's anyone else. Oh, Kilted Viking. Yeah, so Kilted Viking. What I am doing right now is I'm a member of the Fabulous Marines. So for Pride Month here, what we are doing is we're raising money for the Trevor Project. And so if you want to, if you donate $25, or for every $25 that you spend, you get one raffle ticket to buy this Marine. Or not buy, but you enter the raffle. So at the end of the month, I'm going to be raffling this off, and the winner I will ship this to. Want to know another silly, absurd thing with Quebec? I do not understand why, but in Quebec, entering giveaways is illegal. I don't know what the rules apply for raffle tickets, but it is against the law to award the Quebec or Quebecois raffle, or not raffles, but giveaway prizes. I do not understand why. Can't see people's things. Oh, it's because of Lotto Quebec. Yeah. Critical Role had problems with that, and that's why, like, a lot of North American giveaways, they will say eligible to everyone except for residents of Quebec. It's so messed up. You have to register and deposit a percentage of potential winnings? What? They had to say excluding Quebec every time. Yep. So imagine you're giving away $1 million and you have to deposit the money in Quebec to be held. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Quebec is wild. That's all I can say. So then you have to go through this whole stupid thing with Lotto Quebec to get reimbursed. Usually not worth it. So if anyone from Quebec wins the raffle, do we all have to be quiet about it? I don't know. It's... Oh, like for the raffle? Yeah, actually I would like it if everyone is quiet about it if someone from Quebec wins. Or I'm gonna call it a gift. I don't know. Basically, when I ship it, I'm not going to call it a prize. Not even upwards of 1K. Like, if I have seen people exclude items of like $25 to $50 from Quebec residents. I think just the idea of it, if it's not from a company, I don't know. I mean, this video is recorded, but I'll just feign ignorance. It's obnoxious. It's silly. There's no reason for them to do it. And yet, they're sticklers. People from Quebec are fine. Just the province itself operates like it's, I don't know. It's wild. The quote from modern day philosopher Shaggy, wasn't me. Besides all that, though, besides the crazy provinces of Canada, how is everybody? You guys doing well? I hope you're doing well. Fine. Lurking and painting trees. That sounds lovely. How was your game yesterday, Mikey? Have a good time? Did I get a shout out for my moderator, Mike DeLime? Because I know he will not shout out himself. Thank you so much there, In Trouble. Stream was fun? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Alright. I feel like I'm not a fan of this gold. I almost want to redo the gold using my Pro Acryl gold. Because it's more of a yellow color. I think I'm going to do that. Just go over top of it. Is manic as usual for your streams. That's what I love about your streams. What was I doing? I was going out on an adventure shopping yesterday, which I haven't done in like a year. shopping adventure? Yeah, I just went out and went for a walk and went to a game store that wasn't immediately beside me, and I caught the train. It was wild. I legitimately, like, I have kept myself to, like, what is walking distance for the last year. And so going outside of that was very liberating for me. And in the end, I bought nothing. And shopped online instead when I got home, because the store didn't have what I was looking for. Building some terrain out of pine cones. Had to bake them and set the whole kitchen on fire. Almost. Oh no. Yeah, I gotta do super low temperatures for that. What kind of terrain using pine cones? That sounds exciting. Oh, that gold looks way better. Yeah, okay, we're doing this gold. This is my Pro Acryl Gold. It's just much bolder. I think I'm going to put on a glove on my left hand just to make sure, because I can feel my hands getting a little sweaty. And the last thing I want is to rub off paint using by holding it. That is the absolute last thing I want. Ooh, you put it in Discord. I'll take a look in just a second here. Oh, that looks way better. Yep. This might be my new favorite gold paint. Alright. Let's take a look at what Alin sent. Ooh. Colin's got some ogres. His miss has some. Ooh! They're like trees! Oh, that's really cool. I never would have thought of using them as like treetops. That's super cool looking. Way to go, Lynn. Some milliput on them now. Cure overnight. Tomorrow some paints. Awesome. Those are really cool looking. I can't wait to see how they turn out. I got like 8 more pine cones soon. And the nice thing is not a single one will ever be the same. I love that. Like when you're able to, you know, do a project and everything, you know, it's even just a little bit different. Like that's my absolute favorite. It's really breaking for me when things end up looking the same. Which is why I'm kind of sad that there's only 2 obliterator models, like, at all. So, like, if I want to do anything else and make it an obliterator, I have to, like, either go, like, third party, which I'm totally down for, or I have to kit bash, which, I'm not as great at. I mean, not that I'm great at anything, but yeah. I know it's not my strength. God, it is wild just how strong this, like, Pro Acryl Gold is, and also how the flow is. Like, oh my goodness. It's just wonderful. Kit bash and admech servitors can work. Oh. Cataphrons, I think they're called. Stir Chicken. So, the game that I actually myself play, or am like that I build models for, isn't quite as much. I don't know if I've had this conversation with you. That's kind of why I bring it up. In itself is not Warhammer 40k, but rather a game from a group called One Page Rules. And so they have like rules light versions of like war games that are based off 40k and Age of Sigmar and all that other stuff. And I'm definitely building towards that. Now they themselves at this time don't have like a obliterator. They have the mutilators, and they have, I think what they've done is they've like been like, yeah, you can use what is the equivalent of the mutilators, but then have it like as a gun version, and I think that's what they're doing with it, but you still need to have it as a unit of 3. And I only have 2, and it drives me nuts. So I need to like see if I can homebrew something up for it. One-page rules are miniatures agnostic too. That is correct. Yeah. So you provide your own miniatures that you like, that you think represents it, and the focus of the game is to be like as good of a game as it can be. It has no intention of like trying to sell you miniatures. Now they do have STL files now, and you can also buy 3D prints on their Etsy shop. For their stuff, so they have like their own equivalent if you don't want to shell out the money that it costs, like to buy 40K or to buy something else, or maybe you think that this works best because it comes from them. But yeah, they're absolutely miniature agnostic, which is usually something that I lean towards, because then the product is all about the game itself and not about selling you something else. And I don't say this as like, how dare you? Like, not at all what I'm getting at. It's just simply when you have miniatures to sell, one of your motivators for basically staying alive as a business is to keep selling those miniatures. And so that is going to have an impact on how you structure your game. It's going to incentivize you to come up with new models so that you can come up with new units, and eventually you get to a new edition, you get your next edition, so forth, so forth, so forth. Whereas like one-page rules, when they make an update, they just update the file on their website. It's just a PDF that you download. They have a link to their Google Drive, and you just download whatever the newest version is, and that will have like maybe rules for a new unit or like updated point values. To me, I think that's a great way of having a game. It's just it keeps things from swaying in too much of a direction of like pay to win. Because like we all have like that feeling. Oh, geez, shoot. Where we might feel like a unit that we've been using in an army for years is now Garbo, and now we have to go and buy a new thing, and maybe we didn't want to buy a new thing, and we get frustrated, and we just want to keep using the models that we already have. So like that kind of anxiety doesn't really happen as much in a agnostic game. At real life, it's so funny hearing people say Garbo now. It made its way across the world. I don't know. I mean, have you never heard people say Garbo out loud? I hear gamers say Garbo IRL pretty often. It's just it's a funner way of saying garbage. I called people Garbo and Counter-Strike. Agnostic? Yeah. Yeah, Lynn, we're talking about one-page rules. Being miniature agnostic. Or you're like my friend who buys the expensive model that isn't very good in the game and use it as a proxy for another model altogether. Exactly, right? Like, I know that feeling. Like, there are models that I buy that I'm like, this looks really cool. And then, people will be like, oh, it's trash and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa, hey, stop. I just want to paint and have fun. Just hold your horses. And I mean, like, when you're playing a game at your friend's house and whatnot, it doesn't matter what models that you're using, because you could just be like, hey, I'm using as this. That cool with you? Yeah, that's cool with me. Sweet. And then, you game. Yeah. I've only played once or twice in a GW store. Yeah, it does have a weird energy. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Or people calling you a potato. I was one of the pioneer of that word. Sure. I think you just weren't in the right crowds. So, like, let's see. I went to school at the Art Institute of Vancouver in 2008, and people were calling each other Garbo back then. So I don't know. I think you just haven't been hanging out with the right crowds, Shiro. Maybe it's because you live in Quebec. I'm just going to keep bringing it back to Quebec. From an outsider opinion, the fun seems to be these are my little guys. So it's cool if you want to get the expensive ones. Yeah, so like So I come from like the Magic the Gathering community, right? And like in Magic, there's like judge foils and like alternate arts and stuff. And then there's like the regular version. And like obviously the judge foils and all that, like the alt arts, a lot of them often like cost more money, but like they have the exact same functionality. So for the idea of like, I don't know, I don't want to get too much into the voicing my opinions on Games Workshop, because if I do, someone's gonna come after me and be like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want to have that conversation. My opinion is this: they're little dudes, and I think the baseline models cost way too much. I was just recently looking at making an Edgar Markov deck, but the card is like $30. Well, MTG is trash in monetary, though. I don't know. I don't... Honestly, okay, so I hear, like, Warhammer players regularly talk about, like, how expensive, like, Magic Gathering is. And frankly, like, Games Workshop is just as expensive. Like, it really depends on how you're playing Magic, just like how it depends on how you're playing Warhammer. Because in the Magic community, we think Warhammer is really expensive. Because like when you just get started into playing Magic, you maybe pay like $40, $20, and like you're in. Like the entry price to playing Magic is super low, and it only really gets expensive depending on what formats you're playing. If you're playing Standard, then the overall price of playing, and it also depends if you're playing competitively. So if you're playing competitive Standard, then the price is still a bit lower, but you end up maintaining the amount of money that you're spending on a regular basis, which is expensive. Whereas if you're playing casually, maybe you might spend like $20 on a baseline deck, and then buy a couple booster packs, and then you just like keep going, or you buy a couple singles. Whereas with Warhammer, the entry price to be playing is much higher. It's much higher to start playing Warhammer, right? Both games have their flaws in terms of like how expensive the hobby can be. I'm not saying one is worse than the other. It all depends on how you play, right? Like, so I myself, I've got a steady income, and so when I go and spend over $100 a month on Warhammer models, I'm able to maintain that, right? And I wasn't paying any more in Magic. So I don't think there's one that's worse than the other. Frankly, they're both bad offenders. Whereas if you look at like other hobbies, like maybe board games, you buy your board game and then like that's it's done. Models from ages ago are still valuable today, but now that isn't true at all. Limages. A card that's 2 years old. So like, this is kind of where I was going back with formats, right? If you're playing Standard, you can't use your cards that are 2 years old. But if you play Pioneer, Modern, Commander, Vintage, or Legacy, those older cards are still in use, right? Like, I play with Magic cards that are from the 90s sometimes because I play Commander, which is a casual format where you have a 100-card deck, and you only play one of each card. So you're not allowed to have any duplicates except for basic lands. And the reason that me and my friends play this is because we've been playing for so long. I can't stand Standard. Standard annoys the heck out of me. Just because there's only like so many deck combinations that are really available. And I like using my old cards, right? I think that GW are competitors in their own market, whereas Wizards don't sell direct to customers as far as I know. I love EDH. EDH Commander, whichever you want to call it. There's also French Commander or Dual Commander, which came from Quebec, actually, which is a different ban list set for one-on-one. But yeah, so like that way I get to play with old cards like Sneak Attack or Yawgmoth's Will? Yeah, Will. Yawgmoth's Bargain is banned. For good reasons. But yeah, Wizards of the Coast does sell direct to customers now, but not in the sense of buying booster packs. They now have a thing called Secret Lair, which is all alternate art cards. And some, like, they're limited prints, so they're print on demand. And it's like, I think like $40. You get like 5 cards. If you're looking at it like monetarily, sometimes it's a great deal, sometimes it's a meh deal. It really depends on like what people see the value in. For example, they had some meme cards which were full text lands. where you could get, um, you know, a plains, a mountain, island, whichever, and there was no art. It was all text about the rules of how tapping mana and lands work, which is really funny. Quebec again. I know, right? Those darn Quebec. I'm teasing it. I have nothing against the people. I played Standard once in Cons of Takir, which was fun, because I played with the clan that I liked. Yeah, so I think that Standard can be super fun. I'm pretty ADHD. This is not to say that I do have ADD. I'm not making anything like that. It's that I have a very short attention span. So when I'm playing Standard and I encounter the same kind of deck being played by 20 different people, and I'm seeing the same cards get used over and over again, it really sucks the fun out of the game for me. And this is my own flaw, right? Like, you know, this isn't saying that Standard's bad. This is just like something that I have challenges with. Some people love it because they like that predictability. Me, nah, not so much. I like the thrill of like being caught off guard. Which is kind of why, like, if I was to play Warhammer with people, if people are using reserve forces, I don't want to know what they are. I'll take your word that you're using the right point value. You know, we can look at our army sheets later, but like, if they're in reserve, my forces have no way of knowing what it is, and I don't want to be able to plan ahead. Because, just like in Magic, I don't know what's in your hand, right? I like that surprise. Since I rate myself as a nerd, I do indeed have the Godzilla secret lair. I really wanted to get that one. Yeah, that's right. Olimiches, you're a Magic fan. So have you only been playing Standard this whole time? Because if so, I want to introduce you to Commander. I hate net decks. LGS tournament, not allowed to play janky Mardu decks, and my opponents didn't even know what some of my cards did. Yeah, see, I like that. I like it when people don't know, right? Now, I mean, if it comes down to, like, slowing the game down because you have to read every card, I mean, that's part of the game. But for me, I don't know, like, when I was playing Standard on Magic the Gathering Arena, the number of decks that I encountered that were like black-white life gain decks, all of them did the same thing. All of them had like Black Cat plus Witch's Cauldron plus a Johnny's Chosen or Pride Mate or whichever, and that vampire that gets +1/+1 counters whenever you gain life, and like they were all the same, and I couldn't stand it. Stop playing after Ikoria. The power cap or power creep is really too much. Oh, you do play EDH. Just can't be creative enough with an MTG. Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, it's not going to be a game for everyone, right? I'm trying to get people to play EDH online. Shiro, I would gladly play EDH with you. I'm just going to go fill up my water, but yeah, I would stream that if you wanted to. All right, I'm back. Yeah, no, Shiro. Me and my buddy were using. I know there's like a thing called like Spellcrow or something. I don't know. I haven't been using that. I've just literally been using like Discord and just like using my camera to play Magic. Be like, I play this card. So, I mean, if you're patient with that, you know, I would gladly play with you, buddy. That goes for anybody else too. I mean, I have a Magic room in my Discord server, so if anyone wants to issue a challenge to me, you know, it's the best place to do it. She plays EDH religiously. If you invite her, she'll definitely... Hey, I mean, feel free to give her the invite link to the server. Go for it. You know. I loved Ikoria. Ikoria was super fun for me, personally. I love Mutate. I love, like, how... It was a really well-balanced set. It wasn't too, like, power creepy. For my taste, at least. After, I didn't really pay much attention to the set afterwards. I think it was like a core set. I don't know. I bought myself a Grim Tutor, and that was about it. There was that Commander booster pack set. I got those. I got myself a... Mana Drain? Yeah, I got a Mana Drain booster pack. I didn't really know what to do with it. I don't know where it is. I say that because I already have a Mana Drain. Which, like, sounds ungrateful of me, but I was like, this is a really powerful card and I don't know what to do with it. Like, I don't know what home to give it. It needs a home. I gotta say, this is looking much better with this new coat of gold. Much better. Ikoria is the best. I loved it so much. I actually kind of have the cards framed. Yeah, that's right. I remember seeing those photos. And I was sharing with you early on when I started streaming and you started hanging out with me that I went out of my way to get all of the Godzilla alternates of the whatchahoozits. The Apex Beasts. Or Apex Monsters. And then I went and did a D&D supplement using the fan license to make D&D rules for playing in Ikoria. Because I knew that they weren't going to make use of it. It was too close to the last supplement that they did. Time frame wise. They're so nice. I was playing with my my buddy the other day, and I was enjoying mutating on Apex Beast after Apex Beast. It's not a great deck, but I did make a 5-color deck using those Apexes. But since I'm playing like buying like model figures more often, I haven't really been buying Magic. I only really do one at a time. But like I've been playing Magic for years. I've been playing since 7th edition, so I think that's like, oh geez, I think it's almost 20 years now. Started in Fifth Dawn. Oh, Fifth Dawn was nice. I liked Fifth Dawn. That was part of the Mirrodin set, which I believe... I can't remember if it was 8th edition or if it was Mirrodin that was the first to have the new card design for Modern. Mirrodin was a cool set. Expensive booster packs, because it was a huge set. It was absolutely massive. The production cost of that set was really high, and so they had to up the prices of booster packs. I remember that. I didn't understand it when I was younger, but yeah, they actually had to. They had a reasonable reason for upping the price because they had to pay so many artists. It was a very ambitious set. Yeah, Equipments was huge. Having, like, everyone was looking at it as a sense of, like, so they're enchantments that don't go away when the creature dies. It was massive. It was like, what? It was really cool. I totally remember the hype about it. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I was still in high school back then. My favorite set, probably of all time, is Lorwyn. Not even the ones that came after it, like because it was 2 blocks. There's Lorwyn and there were 2 blocks that were 2 sets each. There's Lorwyn and Morningtide, and then there was Shadowmoor and Eventide. And I didn't really care so much about the others. I didn't really pay attention because I was so excited just about, like, Lorwyn. They're like, hey, let's make elves good and let's do it in 1 set. Because before that, like, you know, elves didn't hold a candle to goblins. Like, goblins were the big bad creature type. Is this in my playlist? I have never heard this song in my playlist before. Doesn't really match the vibe I usually go for. Let's take a look at this here. Yeah. Do you like chill out eventually? I think I might take this one out because it's a bit off just the energy. There we go. Same artist. This is a little bit more on the spot. Fitbit says it's time for bed for me. Alright, well, you have yourself a lovely night there, Sir Chicken. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Alrighty. My sister is actually stoked with my little tree. Always happy when I get that reaction from her, seeing as she's a superior artist in the family. Aw, I know what that feeling's like. It's nice to have that, like, recognition. I don't think I'm superior to anybody, but I think that your trees are super wicked and super creative. And I think they're going to turn out great. Yep. Shoot. I like this mini too, Mikey. And you might win it. You might win it. I got the idea today that I'm going to start making all these little flags. It's going to be real cool. At least that's the goal. The colors are honestly looking great. Well, thank you. It's coming together. I'm feeling more and more confident about this mini as I go along. I think I just hadn't filled out enough of like the black primer, really. So now that there's like being less black, it's looking less work in progressy. I do need to keep areas of it black, though, for the purpose of the non-binary flag having black in it. And I need to find a balance of where to do that. I'm feeling like I need to get more highlights in here. But we'll see how it goes. Alright. I want to get this guy his red. So I'm going to do this little guy down here, red and white. Some of you might be able to put together why. I'm not going to say why out loud, but if you figure it out, that's great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I think it's some... I will just take your compliment. I will do that. I struggle. I do my best that I can, but it's a struggle sometimes. Which is why I had to cancel as many streams as I did this last week. Ah, man, I'm just loving how this is turning out. It honestly looks so much better in person. Now, with that all being said and done, I do think I am going to call it quits a little early today. I know this is a super short stream. This is only like 2 hours. But I just need to really just like make sure that I don't overdo myself. So I will be back on tomorrow. I just want to make sure that I don't burn myself out for tomorrow. And I have some some me time. I've got to really find a better way of balancing things. Also, this room gets really hot, so thank you guys for all coming out. I appreciate it as always. And I love you all, and you have yourselves a wonderful day. Now let's find someone that we can raid. Oh, thank you. And let me make sure I have all the tickets right. So there was 3 donations today? 2 donations. There were 2 donations today. Perfect. So I've got 3 tickets in total. Let's find... who is on? It's a Wednesday. Is Giggling Geek Out on? I would like to raid into someone who... I will prioritize other people who are doing the Fabulous Marines. I see Friendly Pyro is on, and I see that Giggling Geekette is on. So Friendly Pyro, me and him are going to be doing... me and them are going to be doing a co-stream this Saturday at usual time. So I'm going to raid into Friendly Pyro. Have a good one, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely day. So let's go /raid. And then Friendly Pyro. No worries. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for participating. It's always lovely to have all of you here. And yeah, bye-bye.